in terms of when and what year coaches are recruiting 2020s to round out their class. Division I, Division III. June, our camps in August, they are recruiting the class of 2020 to round out their class and really make sure that they're making strides with that. The class of 2021, they are also looking at them. They're looking at the class of 2022 with a very different set of eyes, a very different purpose, and a very different outcome, which leads to some questions we get.
Exactly, and this kind of goes to the next slide here, but I think it's about your expectations and making sure that you understand kind of where you fall in this. So it is very much a plug and play. So for example, we ask here on this slide, what grad year is it that coaches are recruiting? Or when do I come out to a camp to get recruited? There really isn't a right answer. It's going to be all about where you think you are and what you need in terms of taking those next steps. Because as Max said, college coaches are recruiting different age groups based upon their classes and how they need to build their kind of resume of you. And I think that's what's really important. And being able to come to a camp so you're not rushing through this, it is going to be really important. So you are in the driver's seat. So you are ready to go when that time comes. And that's what we find from some of the younger age groups coming out to an event like ours, that they are ready. When the spotlight's on them, they are good to go.
Absolutely. And kind of as a proof point behind a lot of the stuff that we've talked about tonight, and especially about kind of this recruiting timeline piece, what we have here, and this is a number that we take great pride in, we have looked across all of our partner programs rosters, and in 2019, there were nearly 1,200 honor roll alumni that were on 106 different high academic rosters nationwide, from California to Texas to the Midwest to the Northeast, Division I, II, and III, all across the board. Nearly 1,200 of our alumni had come across, and this is a collage of their headshots to kind of as that proof point. And many of these players came across, and they came as rising sophomores before this NCAA recruiting rule was in effect. They came as seniors in the fall of their senior year, and the outcomes really spanned across that timeline, and they committed to all these 106 different programs in this number anywhere across this timeline. And to look at it from a different angle as well is we also track what percentage of these high academic rosters are made up of our alumni. So if you're looking at a Harvard or a Northwestern or an NYU or a Pomona, these programs are between 30 to 60% honor roll alumni on their rosters, which is not to toot our own horn. It's about how proud we are of our alumni and what they're doing, what they're continuing to do at the college level, and then well beyond at these incredibly selective schools. I mean, you look at Harvard and Yale, both for the class of 2023, have acceptance rates under 5.5%.
Right.
Record lows for acceptance rate. And then we look at their roster and we say, okay, 65% of the Yale roster is honor roll alumni, and we think that's pretty cool and speaks really highly of the academics and the effort and diligence of the kids that come through our program.
Well, and the last part is, and I will kind of toot our horn because I think it's important, is you want to make sure that when you are going to events, you're going to high quality events that have proven results, success. Because if you're going to spend money on things and travel and do this, you don't want to waste your time. And we are proud of these numbers because at the end of the day, we're providing coaches an opportunity as well to go and see the kids that they need, and they don't need to be going to every single state and every single tournament. So
absolutely.